Good morning, everyone. It is Candle Day 2022. It is early, as you all have seen. I am up at around 3:45-ish. And yeah, my store is open at 5 a.m. And that is tradition for me to get up around this time. I'm going to do it. You all be excited. I finally got in the mood and the spirit to do right. So yeah, Candle Day, here we come. And I wanted to smell a little bougie. So fragrance of the day is the original Delina. Yes, I'm going to smell amazing while I brave the cold weather and lines. Speaking of cold weather and lines, tell me why I just found out there's supposed to be a chance of rain right when the store is open. All right, Candle Day 2022. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'll be definitely updating you all on that. All right, y'all, I am back in from the not so madness. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. As custom, I always go by Starbucks after my haul on Candle Day to get some fuel because yeah, your girl needs it now that the hoopla or lack thereof is over. And let's see, it's going on 6 a.m. at the time I'm back. And I really can't go to sleep, unfortunately, because I have to go to the airport and pick up the head elf. Yeah, and he wants to hear all about Candle Day. He was actually following along with my stories in the meantime because he's waiting to get on his plane. So, yeah. Boy, do I have a story to share. I do have a haul for you all. We're going to talk about that. But yeah, I just had to get on here and debrief in real time after the haulage. It was cold out there. Thankfully, it did not rain. But yeah, it was cold and that wind was blowing. I'm glad I was bundled up and I had my hat on. But okay, that's it for this quick synopsis immediately after. All right now, Els, I have taken a nap, I have settled in, and now I am ready to debrief about Candle Day 2022. Whew, a lot to talk about, and yeah, let's get on into it. First things first, you all remember I talked about this in my previous video about why I wasn't excited about Candle Day. I have it linked up top if you haven't caught it. First video of Elfmas, yay. But this is my first one in Nashville that I have experienced. As you all recall, I originally used to do it in Memphis, my hometown, but since I have moved, first time doing it here. And let me tell you something. There was a huge difference this year. I don't know if it's a location thing. I don't know if it's also a hype thing, morale thing, not sure. But Nashville was way more calm and tame. I'm not quite sure, do people really do it here? Because there was just not as much hoopla as excitement. Last year, what I'm used to you having to get there early, the line be wrapped around the building. It's what it is. That's just how it normally is. So I'm not quite sure if that's a this year thing or was that a fact that's just how Nashville does it. I know I have a few Nashville elves that do follow me. Let me know in the comments below. Is that normally how it is, very calm, or is it normally more people out? Just so I can be informed too. Let me know in the comments below. So as you all could see, as I shown here earlier, there were only like 20 people in line, if even that. This was at 4:30, which for me, I actually got there later than I wanted to compared to what I traditionally would like to do, but it was okay. And then even still, I was in line, only one other person got in line after me, and that was it. Like literally nobody else got in line after me and this other lady. I said, huh. I just knew that a line would show up, people would start to pull in and want to get in line with me and other people, but that didn't happen. On a positive note though, I did see wagons in line for the people that did come early, let me know that there were some veterans in the mix. We love our veterans. And another positive note, we had an elf sighting. Yes, we had an elf sighting moment. I heard my name, I was like, oh, hi. So that was a fun thing that did happen. Yay. So now we are up to 3 elf sightings at this point here. So no, I was not alone. I was with my other people. So all in all, this was a more morale boosting moment for me personally. Even though the line wasn't there, it was still nice to know I was around my people, my elves. You all love that. What was also funny to me was the staff was literally still coming into work, and this was past 4:30 at this point. Now mind you, on the website, the store is open at 5 a.m. So people were barely getting out of bed to come to work on time. It was like a whole thing. So I was like, are they gonna open on time? We gonna see. But it worked out. They even came out right at 4:55, the staff, to get everybody all excited and hyped. We all took a picture and whatnot. Staff, they got there a little later, but they were ready to rock when it was time for the doors to open at 5 a.m. And the doors did open at 5 a.m. on the dot. What was different this time around was that because there was not this big crowd like I'm used to, they let all of us go in at the same time. So there was no, oh, we can only have so many people come in, you gotta wait till they shop, somebody checks out, then the next people come in. That's how it's been in the past in my experience. But this time it's like, everybody can come on in. Actually, it was cool because you got to go ahead and have first pick of everything without feeling like, ooh, if I wasn't the first 10 people in line, I missed out. I didn't feel that way. I got to walk in at 5 o'clock. So I was able to really look around and get exactly what I wanted to get. It was not crowded at all. I have to say this, y'all. It was not. You could leisurely shop. Like, I could leisurely shop as if I was going in store on a Saturday morning. In fact, actually a regular Saturday morning might be more crowded. But you could walk around, you could take your time. You was able to sniff candles, pick things up, talk back. You could have conversation. It was so leisurely. I'm not used to it. It almost threw me off and made me nervous. I'm like, I can actually think in here. Maybe it's not so bad as all of there's not that many people here. But you can really think, take your time. You don't have to really rush over to anything and fight over anything. Because I already knew where everything was, because if I remember, I did do a walkthrough in my store the day before Candle Day. So I knew literally where everything was, what I wanted to go for. I was able to get it. I didn't have to knock nobody over to get it. Which, we're not gonna do that. That's not nice. But you get what I mean. Sometimes on Candle Day, you have to reach over people to get candles. So I didn't have to do any of that. It was real tame. Oh, I have to share this, you all. This was the funniest thing that did happen. So I was shopping for some of the like body care type of candles, and they were near the front of the store. So while I was going through those, taking my time, literally y'all, sniffing candles, trying to see, oh, do I want this one? Do I want that one? I could really do that. This random guy walked up to the door where the staff was, and he was like, why are people in the store at 5 a.m.? What's going on? And they was like, it's Candle Day. It's freaking Candle Day. You don't know what it is? He was like, I've never heard of that. What is Candle Day? Like, explain this to me. I'm really trying to figure this out. And he was like genuinely concerned. He was like, I've never seen people get up at 5 a.m. for candles. I was like, oh no, it's a whole thing. And everybody started laughing. It was fun, but it was just, this guy was like really confused. It was just like, what are people doing at 5 a.m.? But it was Candle Day, and hey, I'm one of those 5 a.m. people because I like the door bust. That's just my vibe. You know, even though I wasn't as excited about this year, there is still something about the whole being in line, standing in the cold, which it was cold, you all. I had my coat on. I'm so glad everybody had their coat on. But the door bust crowd makes it fun, and it made me like, okay, no, I don't like everything. These aren't my favorite candles this year, but I'm still here for the event, and that's what we're doing. But y'all, check this out too. Even with us being in the store, no new people showed up. It was weird. No new people showed up at all. So it was literally just the initial crowd that I walked in with. I'm like, where are the people? I'm like, what is going on? Elves, for those that also did the doorbuster first thing in the morning thing like I did you all notice that the line wasn't as long, or that people really weren't trickling in at all? Let me know in the comments below, because that weirded me out to not see that there was no other people trying to get in the store. So odd. The only thing that was a little slow and didn't move as easily and flow as well was the checkout, the cash route. And it's because people were really still trying to go through their coupons and figure it out at the register. I was like, what are y'all doing? You supposed to already had those broken off, know what goes with what. You supposed to already have that ready to go. It's Candle Day. Especially if you're doing a doorbuster crew. That means you usually know what you're doing. So I was like, what are y'all doing? Let's move this along. But then you are, let me tell you, why my checkout girl was so rude. I was trying to make sure that my rewards stuff was being inputted in the system so I can get my points for, you know, future rewards, coupons later on, since I don't get coupons in the mail. Yes, by the way, I did not have any coupons, so I just truly shop, just regular shop Candle Day. And she was like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. Like, I know what I'm doing. Demeanor, everything. I'm like, ma'am, we the first group. it's too early for that. Like, I just want to make sure my stuff is in the system correctly. So you all, I don't know if I'm going to get my reward points or not. I don't know if I have them, if the system's going to even populate it, because old girl was just giving me so much pushback on me just trying to make sure I get my stuff. So we'll see what happens. I have to check back in and let y'all know whether I get my points or not. So that's the only negative, but overall we can move past that. So I left out, and I will be sharing my haul in a later video. We'll get to that, because I know y'all are dying to know, okay, how many candles did you get? What was actually popping? What wasn't? I'll say this, spoiler alert, I do have some gems in my haul that I was very shocked I was able to get, but stay tuned. That video will be coming up soon. I'm very happy about these candles I was able to get. And yeah, but overall, just to sum up and wrap up this here recap of Candle Day 2022, the enthusiasm was not there. People did not know. Even while I was in line, people were saying, and these are those of us that's in line again at 4:30. These people have been in there before me. Some people was like, yeah, I didn't even know it was going to be today. I just happened to log on to the website, you know, just to casually check. And it was like, oh yeah, Candle Day is tomorrow and it starts at 5 a.m. So that's how some people found out. They would just really not, you know, notify. People like, yeah, I didn't know. It just happened to log on. So I'm not crazy in that people really did not know when Candle Day was this year. That gives me real pause. I gotta say that again, Bath and Body Works. I think so. You all were doing so many different sales in between Black Friday and what have you, that y'all didn't have enough time to actually pub your OG sale, which is Candle Day. And I'm just like, that gives me real pause. That's a big deal. Candle Day has been going on now for 10 years, so you can't put that on the back burner. Some people really look forward to Candle Day. This is the only time, I know for a fact, I have L's that tell me this. This is the only sale, this is the only time of year they actually buy their Bath and Body Works candles. So you would think you would take that into consideration when hyping this up. I don't know. It's just the morale seems to be down, and just what I've been getting comments from, people have been sending me things all day in the midst from their own cities and their own experiences with Candle Day. Candle Day wasn't Candle Day. People didn't get up for this. People aren't here for it. So like I said, I did the Friday, first day, I'm done. I did log on to the website just to see what was left, just to be nosy. But quite frankly, I didn't see anything that made me go, ooh, I need to place an online order, because one candle I was willing to order online was the Merry Mistletoe, and it was already gone. So for me, I have no need to place an online order. So personally, I am done. I went to the store first thing Friday morning. I have no desire to go on Saturday. I don't necessarily need to check and see how they're gonna put out later release candles early. I'm not that pressed. I'll get them when it's time. Keep in mind, you all, winter SAS starts the day after Christmas. So if you don't get some candles right now, it's okay. That'll be another time to get candles, and there'll also be some new scents out by then too. So don't feel like you need to be feeling pressed or compelled to go and buy candles just at Candle Day. There's other opportunities, other things will be coming out. It's okay. People aren't pressed, so you shouldn't be pressed either. It's okay. So that wraps up my thoughts, observations, vlog, all of that, you name it, concerning Candle Day 2022. Again, the haul will be separate. Stay tuned to the channel for that. And yeah, happy Elfmas. Let me know how your Candle Day went, and I would love to hear about it. I'll talk to you next time, Els. Bye, y'all.